Hi everyone, myself Sunil Kumar. I'm gonna explain my mini project on React. It is an Insta share. It was a clone of an Instagram. I'm gonna show you demo of my application before going to the component structure and third-party packages that I am using in this project. Okay, here is an home page which was consist of an header that is navbar and React Slick which was an sliders. Uh, it is an user post. User post is consists of user post. Home page consists of here is an profile. Coming to home, here is an like, comment, share. Here is an comments, and this was an caption. Okay, let us see what was exactly the component structure and third party packages that I'm using in this component. I'm logging out for now. Going to Let's get into CCBP IDE and see what was the component structures and all about that. Okay, okay. The third-party packages that I'm using in this project, I will show you practically in the package.json. Here is an dependencies which was consist of JS cookie, React, React DOM, React icons, React loader spinner, React router DOM, React Slick. Those are the third-party packages that I am using in this project. Okay, coming to the component structure. Here is an SRD folder consists of an subfolder called components. Under components folder, there is another folders called header, home, login form, my profile, not found, protected route, slider component, user post item, user post, user profile. Those are consist of files called styling and index.js files. Uh, uh, beginning from login form, I will start with the login form. Okay, let us open my login form file, index.js. Here I'm using a class component. There is a two types of two types of components in React. They are class components and functional components. Here I'm using a class component for login form. Okay, before I'm initializing the state with some elements that is username, password, show submit error message. Initializing with empty strings, it was an initialized with boolean value. Okay, let's get into the render method. Under render, we are rendering a login form. Login form. Coming to that input containers, there is an two input fields in login page that are username and password. Okay, this does render username field will call the render user field. Under render user field, there is a label consist of username and input consist of an user input. Here we are using a control input for the controlling of user input. If we not specify any value for those input input, then browser will manage the state manage the state. Same as user field, there is an render password field also, so it will be same too, but it coming to the password field, coming to the type, it is an password and it is called text. Okay, when we are giving on change function to the user fields, let's see what will happen. Actually, on change username, when the user types anything on the input field, then on change event will be triggered. Automatically, username will be updated by event.target.value. Before we are initializing a empty string, that the username will be automatically updated. When the username is automatically updated and password also as usually updated. Okay, uh, when completed. Okay, so when user clicks on login, then then the on submit event will be triggered. Under on submit event, we are we are making an API call for check check the user credentials. We are using the post method to check whether the user has authenticated. I mean user has registered for those application or not using post method. Then if a response dot okay equal to true, I mean the response will received as a true, then the on submit success will be triggered, else on submit failure will be triggered. Coming to the on submit success, under on submit success, if the user successfully authenticated, then JWT token will be triggered. The JWT token is nothing but one of the method to check whether the user is logged in or not, authenticated user or not, to do the sort on application. Okay. When the JWT token generated, we are storing those JWT token in the cookies. Here cookies are the browser side store, I mean client side storage methods to store the JWT token. Here is an expiry for 30 days. When the JWT token is stored, then we are navigating the page to home page. Here is an history.refresh. We are getting history prop from this props. History prop will automatically replace with another path called slash. Under slash, we are let me show you that what was the path and what was the renders. Here we see under switch route exact path is equal to login. Before user login, this was a path for the user's login. Under login component, login form will triggered rendered. I mean, after successfully authenticated, after protected route will be activated and then goes to the components home node. It will when user successfully authenticated, then the path slash will be triggered and home route will be triggered. Uh, okay, coming to home route. Before, okay, coming to home route. Let me see the home route. Under home route, there is an user post. Okay, let's go to user post and see what was the components that user post will consist of. Okay, if coming to the render. Okay, here under user post we are using class component. Here under render we are render consists of under home, under user page. Render consists of header, slider component, and render user post. Before going to those components, I show you that what was the header consists of. Okay, coming to the header component. Here is an header component. Here we are using functional component for the header and using the use state hooks to use state hooks. Initially we are in, okay. Let us explain what was. Okay, under under header page there is a navbar. Navbar consists of an company. Company logo and a name and search bar. It consists of input search bar and search icon and home profile logout pages. And it consists of here we are using two types of responsive. Here we are my application was responsive, so I am rendering header components at two breakpoints. So I'm using large container for above 768px applications and large, medium devices, and below medium devices I'm using those components. Okay, coming to the header component. Initially I'm using React hooks to initialize such text data. Here is a search bar. Here is a search bar. Okay, I will log in and show you that. Rahul, here header. Now our header consists of a search bar. Here search bar consists of a search. icon and home profile logout. Here search bar. It was initializing with the empty strings. Here we are initializing with empty string. When user types anything on the search bar, then such text data will be updated by set such text. Here we are setting set to such text event dot target dot value will update the such text data, and this such text data I am using this such text data on change status on such such data. Okay, coming. As I said, this is an responsive application. When we on click on the when we on click, then is open will be updated. Here is open will be updated. Here is open is under false state, under a false state. When we click on that is open will be updated, then is open will be updated, then it will become true, and those those are open and show you the it shows what's the elements consist of. It consists of an home profile, those logout, and close circle. Okay, when we click on search, this on search on click on search, when we click on search, then the on click search will be triggered and the search bar will be visible to the mobile applications. I mean small and extra small application. Let me show you practically that here is an application for I'm stated it is an extra small application. When we click on those icon, then the search will appear. Here when we search, when we click on search, then the search bar will be open. As I said in the CCBP IDE, when we close this circle, those circle will be closed and search bar will be visible. If we want to close those search bar, then we click on the close cycle, then automatically search bar also close. Here the components change. You will notice those. Okay, okay. Coming to that. Actually, we are using link and with router in this component. Actually, link to navigate to those components, and with router. Actually, with router we are using for uh, as we know that when we route any component, then only that route consists of an history prop. Without any route component, I mean here app.js consists of those components, but here there is no header. So then there will be then there will not be any history prop it will contain. So we are using with router to pack those components. When we pack those component, I mean wrap those component with router, then history prop will be available for those component. By using history prop, by using history prop, when we on click logout, when we click on logout, it consists of logout button. When we see your logout, when we click on logout button, then logout on click logout will be triggered and the logout will be good, and cookies dot I mean here we are getting cookies from the JS cookie, and we are removing the cookie automatically, then this page will be navigated to login page. Those are those are the those are the features implemented in those header. When the user search any post by using search bar, when user clicks when user types anything, on change event will be triggered and on change search text will be updated. We are getting from those use state hooks. Uh, Change search text will be triggered and set search text will be updated by event.target.value. When the set search text is updated, we are passing those on search. sit search will be here. Sorry. Okay, here we are using text. Okay, it's right. A change such text will be triggered and set such text given the target dot value will update the such text. When the user clicks on the search icon, here is an FA search. When the user clicks on search icon, then automatically then you on change search will be triggered and on change search text data will be updated to the on search. Here on search we are passing as a prop for the header and we are using those on search at user post. Here you can see that those on search is here. On search is equal to this dot on search data. It consists of search elements. What the user searches on search bar. Here we can see the info. We are getting this info from the header search bar. Okay. Coming to that, coming to the user post. Under user post, we are using cookies component loader, user post item, slider component, and header component. Okay, the header component. Beginning to the browser, this render user. Render method consists of header, slider, and we are using this dot render user post to render the post initially. This dot render user post will yes. Okay, this dot render user post. Okay, this dot render user is here. User post consists of and switch case. Switch case consists of API status. What is this API status? Let we see in the state. Okay, coming to the state API status, we are actually creating an object consist of initial, success, failure, search failure, in progress, no search results. Rose results. We are initializing the empty state API status with initial. Okay, and the API status is initial, then automatically initially there is a nothing will be there, and when we are using a component did not, as we know that post automatically there okay, post automatically constructor will be called as per our as per as from our life cycle methods. Post constructor will be called, then automatically render will be called, then component mount will be called. When API status was initial, there will be nothing, and the post data also be initialized with empty array. Is show is also is on boolean value which was false. Then automatically first constructor after render, then will be component withdrawn will be called, and there is an get user post. Under guest user post function, there is an API call to get the user post. We are getting those AWT token, which was initially user authenticated and stores in JS cookies, and we are getting those cookies and API. We are using those API URL for the fetching. Here in header authorization bearer, we are providing a JWT token for authentication. Those method we are using is get method and response dot fetch. We are using fetch for the fetching API URL. Okay, if response dot okay, response is okay, uh, then automatically the data will become, which was in snake case, which was we are using in backend. We are using camel notation in front end. So we are using map function and updating those data, converting those data to camel case, and updating the state here. Post data is updated data. Posts data is updated data now. then API status will be success. Here we can see that we are initially we are API sets API status as in progress. In progress, there is an in progress. I mean, on, on in progress, the um, on in progress. I'm seeing. I will show that on in progress. Okay, here we are seeing that API status. Okay, under in progress, a loading view will be called render loading view. I will show that what was the render loading view. Here is an render loading view. Here rendering loading view. There is a React loader. Tailspin consists of color and height 50-50. Okay, this will be called and then automatically UI updated and shows loading view to the user. When the API is success, then automatically it will call the success view. When it is failure, in that case, failure will be called. Okay, render success view. What was the render success view? We will see that. Under render success view, what's the data? And we will see. Render success view. On render success view, we are getting the post data and is shown. Okay. Uh, Under SX view, we are sending those data to user post item as a props. Initial post like API, each post key. We are updating as a key to know the React, what was the component changing, what was deleted, what was that updated, to know the list of components. I mean list of elements, to know that React what was changes made by the user. To know that we are providing a key and go to the user post item. What's the data? We will see that post user post item. Under user post item, we will see that there is an list element consists of user post. User post consists of normally user profile and username, and it consists of an user post image. Under user post image, there is an like icon and unlike icon. I mean unlike I mean okay. Then will be there is a comment icons. It consists of comment icons, and here we see that the commented users, who those users who are commented, we are using link to I mean navigate to those user profiles. Okay, let us see. Let us go to the user post. Okay, up to now here we are completed to user post. User post. Then the user post will be and shown. Here we are using. Okay, let me show that API call and loading view will be shown. I'm sorry, here internet connectivity. If you see, here is an loading view because there is a loss of connectivity. I will connect to internet. Yes, API call is success and showing our user post. So let me see you in and show you the so yes, here you see that a post API will be called and here is a status of success. And we are getting those objects as array of objects as a response. User post success and stories. Here stories is nothing but here is an stories. Slider consists of an stories. User, I mean stories. Use stories as one of an API. As we see that API is dot ccpp dot in slash instantiate stories. It is also success and showing the status as 200. Then going to the CCP IDA. Okay. Okay. This parts will update only when user login to the home page. When the user searches any such post, then such post will be updated to those user posts. I mean, when the user search anything, then posts related to that such user post will be shows will be shown. Let me see what coming to log view. Okay, I'm searching sky and click on button. Erase and search post. Erase and search results is consists of search results. Okay, it consists of and search results. Okay, let's go into the how functionality is then implemented. When the user searches anything on search, I mean when user searches and clicks on search icon, then on search will be called. Under on search there is an on search data. This is an API. This is an API. For on search we are using query parameters to search those query. What was the user querying? Here I am taking as info and passing as info and getting that using JWT token and getting those user search item and updated those things to the as usually to post data and API const data updating success. Here is an I mean in progress. I mean when user clicks on search, there will be an loading view. After completion of success view will be called, and then user post will be shown as a result. Okay, when the user post results is such failure, I mean if user search anything that thing will be failed, then API status sets as such failure. Here we see that API status as such failure, then render such failure view will be called. Render such failure view will be called. Here render such failure view consists of something went wrong, please try again, and button consists of try again. On click try again, if the API call will be failed, then call will be reinitiated in case of API call fails. Okay, if such results does not consist that, then no results will be API status will be updated as API status constant no result. Then no result component will be, I mean no result function will be called. No result will be no such result will be called, and here we show that such not found and try different keys or search again. Let me show you that. Okay, when I try to sky 1 2 3, no, there is no such results. Then it's showing such not found, try different keywords or search again. That's the functionality. That's some functionality and updated has. Okay, coming to another. Here here there is no. Okay, I will clear those things. Such empty screen. Okay, sorry, empty. Okay, here is an here is an like icon and comment share icon. Here is an users who are commented, and here is an tag. When I click on like icon, here like icon is updated and likes post likes has been updated. Coming to everything, it's gonna same for every post. Even though I am such anything, sky, yeah, such results consists of an sky is the daily read of ice. When I click on like, it will be liked. Okay, coming to the functionality, how did it happen? Here, okay. Let's see that. Okay, when the user clicks, okay, let me show you that. When user clicks here, the counts will be updated and the like icon will be updated. What? How was it updating? I will show you that. Okay, coming to CCBP IDE, come to user post item. Here is an user post item. When the user clicks on like button, I mean initially it was an unliked condition. When user clicks on liked is liked button, then the post has been liked. Okay, then post has been initially is like is on I'm on false. I mean false and boolean value as false. Then when we click on that heart, like icon, then the heart symbol will be triggered, and on click event will be post like API will be called. When post like API will be called, then initiate post like API post ID. What was the ID? We are we are we are liked that ID, and status, what was the status, and the status will be true. Here is and two components from the descriptions that are here. When we see those things, where is it? Sorry, here, like status has been true or false, and message post has been liked. So when we click on that, then like status we are updating as true on like status, and then message post has been liked will be updated. From that, when we click on initial post like API will be called. When post like API will be called, then post like API, here you see that initial post like API will be called. Then we are calling, and when we are fetching an URL called, here we will see that post slash post ID. What was the ID we are getting from the like ID, and authenticating with JWT token, and we are posting those information, like status has been updated, and those has been updated to server, in database. If response is equal to, if respond to fetching, JSON object will be returned. Then the user post is equal to post data. What was the data that consists of that data? And user post, we are using map function to map each object. If each object dot post id equal to post id and like status, if those conditions are satisfied, then only this will be this statement will be executed. Each object dot post id is equal to post id and like status is true. In case of, in this case, if it is true, it is matched with those things, then each object we are using word operator to it, and we are updating the message, and likes count will be each object dot counts plus one. We are increasing the count of and likes. If each object dot is like, then same person clicks on the like icon, then it will be disliked, and those disliked, when the count will be -1. If in case, if it is at 9, then -1, after it will be 8. Just like what I see, here is an 10 likes, and here is an like icon. When I dislike that, it will comes to 9 likes, and dislike icon will be appear here. Those are the functionality we are implemented in this mini project. Okay, this part has been completed. All those things here I am done about that. And coming to the user profiles. Here is an user profile. When clicks on user profile, it will go into the path called my profile, and it shows that Rahul and user posts. It consists of user post. Let me show you that. My profile, under my profile there is an, it consists of an, here we are using class component. When we are getting component inbound, under component inbound get my profile data has been updated. When we click that component, then our component will be rendered, and then automatically this my profile will be triggered. Then we are calling API call my profile. We are authenticating with JWT token, and data will be get, and that data will be updated to my profile data, which was initiated at initially in state, and that data will we are rendering here. Those data we are getting, the data will be updated here, followers and so on. Those are here we are updating. On instead of that, we are rendering. When we click on that, API call will not be success instantly. We are showing a loading view. If in case it failure, recent failure view. Here my profile to switch. We are updating those all functions we are calling using switch case. On loading view, it will be shows loading, and on failure view, it will be shows failing. And if it is success, then success view will be shown. Here we are getting header token. I mean header component from the. We are importing our header component to show to the profile. We are importing those header and so the coming to the user profile. So when we come to here, when we come to home, and here is a comments. Comments consist of some users. Varun Aditya. When we click on Varun Aditya, that will shows what was the Varun Aditya profile and what was the post they are posted. It consists of user profiles. I will show that what was the user profile components consist of. Here is a user profile component. User profile consists of as usual same as of what was in my profile. If we are using class component and initializing state with API status, API status of initial, we are initializing state and my profile component, my profile data with empty array. When when we click on user profile component, here is a path change to user slash Varun Aditya. Then this user profile will be shown. Then user profile consists of those data and post construction method will be called, then render, then component did not will be called, and those API we are API call will be called. Hmm. Okay, here is one information. When we making an API call, we want to get a specified user's data by using ID. Here this component consists of ID, which was in match params. We are getting from match this dot props. Under match there is an parameter, so when we destructure that params there is an ID. We are providing those ID to the API call, and those API call will be fetched and get the information specified to that person. I just forgot to comment those. Okay. Okay, your updated data will be updated to state. API status will be updated to status. Here we are showing those render view. This is my mini project. I'm gonna show you demo once again. Okay, coming to that, I'm logging out. Log out. This is a desktop version. I'm authenticating with the user credentials called rahul at the rate of, I mean, 2021. Here is a loading view, and here is an user post. It's an user slider. It consists of comments, like icon, share, those all you know that. Here is an home. When we click on profile, then profile component will be I mean path params will be updated and shows the user profiles. Coming to the home, we can click for comments. When we click on comments, the specified person posts and specified user profiles will be shown. Coming to the home, when we search any kind of data that's since Rahul, and we click on those search icon, there is no such results related to it yet. When we click on nature, there is an results consists of Rahul. Here I am like those Arjun Mark also like that. I show that their profile. Okay, here is a slider to slide those status. I mean stories. Let me show you in mobile view. I mean small, small pictures and small options. Here is an mobile view. This consists of app logo, name, and it's consists of those icons. Okay, when we click that, there is an home profile, search, log out. Those things are available. When we click on search, there is a search bar open. When we close that, it will be closed. And when we search anything, there is I will search in sky. There is a sky. This consists of sky. Sorry, I'm aligned. Sorry. Okay. Here is an related to search sky. When I liked that, it will be liked and update the likes count. If we click on home, your profile. When we click on profile, profile will be standard. When we click on home will be shown. When we click on likes will be updated. When we click on profile, profile will be shown. Home will be shown. Here is an user's comments profile. Here is an user profile. Okay, coming to the my. This is all about my mini project, which was an Insta share. Thank you all. Thank you for everything. Thank you, next wave team. Thank you.